What is up, my kings and queens? It's your man Cash's King. Today we're going to be talking about how to use your magic slot to clean vehicles past modifications using the most recent gift cards to friends glitch. And as you can see, I've got this pretty S2 from DMO that's just been dropped. Still does have the champagne interior on it, and it's on licks. You know, your man King Cash is the king of flash, so we have to get this thing activated and looking right. So we're going to start off set up at the casino just like any other day. I got my C2, both MOCs out, car that I'd like to flip, and the donor vehicle set up waiting outside for me. So I'll just head in and go off the radar from the casino garage, slowly glide my way on back to the parking lot. Over there, my friends should be waiting for me in a baller parked at the back of the MOC over my blue dot, so I can get on my MK2, fly right on up, and get glitched out. And I'll just wait for a moment for him to enter alone at his MOC so that I can get an invite from him once I'm ready. And once you do fly up on the car and hit right D-pad, if you get a full alert, go ahead and accept it. See, my MK2 came from Eclipse Penthouse Towers number 3, where we just made our magic slots. So I'm going to go ahead and return that vehicle to storage and use my mechanic to call out one of them brand new pink rusty rebels that we just made so that we can create some magic. Alright, now once I sit in the car, I'll wait for a few moments for that vehicle to be delivered. You will not be able to see it on your minimap as it's glitched out, but you can hit down on your D-pad to enlarge it or pause and zoom in, and you should see the tracker of your vehicle on the map. They're waiting for you. As soon as it does, you can have your friend send you an invite to his MLC, and you're just going to accept it. And you should be kicked on an infinite black loading screen. You can feel free to jump off at Anahuac, or have your friend waiting in an activity for you to get the first alert and him to back out. Alright, and as you can see, I did get the animation to force me to the default location of the MOC, and I'm in a black screen because I do have DMO vehicles, but same as before, I'll just accept my invite and I should be brought right back to my friend's MOC up at the casino, and we can re-roll, process, and start all over again. Alright, and so now my MOC was put away because I bounced off of the job, and yours will be too, but you just feel free to request it out and kind of look away from the parking lot. It should show up close, no problem. And I also called that MK2 out, the one that was in Eclipse Penthouse Towers. I'm going to be using it to push that magic slot S2 right back to Eclipse Penthouse Towers where it came from. Now I do have that donor version, the DMO copy, still dead in my MOC, but I'm just going to leave it there for now. I'm not really worried about that copy until I'm done with my flip. We're going to preserve it in case I like to do something different with this vehicle after I make the first version. And again, I can have my friend set up another baller at the back of my MOC, my MK2 stored in the back of it. I'll leave it out on the map for me so that when I come back, I can get glitched out no problem. And again, it is important that you do push your magic slot out of your MOC to a different location that you can request it out on when it's time to receive. And I'll just head right back on to Penthouse Garage, get off the radar again, and this is the time for our flip. Now the flip portion of this is actually very easy, a lot quicker, and the timing is nothing to get used to. If you're on PS5, you may have to be a little bit faster, but all things considered, with a little bit of trial and error, I'm sure that you should be able to get it to hit no problem. Alright, and so now that I'm back in my MOC, I'm just going to hit right D-pad, and this time I should get no full alert because the vehicle does come from there. But I'll just return it to storage, same as before, and we're going to go ahead and call out that same garage at Eclipse Penthouse Towers number 3. And we should see now that in slot number 1, instead of that rusty rebel, we have overwritten it with a Comet S2. And I should be able to request that vehicle out and tie it to my character, and I'll know that when I magic slot flip and disconnect, that I'll be passing the mods off to that vehicle. Alright, so once that Comet S2 is out on the map, you can have your friend send you an invite to the back of his MOC, and I'm just going to prep up my disconnect as I'm on PlayStation 4. I'll go into my settings, hover over connect to the internet, and double tap my PlayStation button to come back into Grand Theft Auto 5. And I'll get my alert from my friend to join his MOC, and when I accept it, I'm going to be looking for a broken loading circle on the bottom right hand corner, and as soon as it hits, I'll double tap, disconnect the internet. You should quickly see an unavailable to connect to game alert, and you'll be rendered into the clouds and forced back down into story mode, where you can feel free to have your friend send you another game invite so that you can quickly join right back into that same lobby. and he should be there in his MOC waiting for you so that he can invite you. As you can see, I did spawn back out the bunker. But for the moment, I wanted to make sure and just return that MK2 to storage and check the back of my MOC and make sure that that MK2 did not get pushed. We'll want our magic slot vehicle to stay in the location that it was, as we didn't actually transfer it to the MOC and we disconnected internet before it was stored. But we know that residually the mod should pass, as it was tied to our character. So I just headed on back down to the casino where I got my C2 waiting for me, still with the original donor car, Cypher, on the corner. And I just go ahead and call out my mechanic and see that I can get the S2 from Eclipse Penthouse Towers number 3, and as soon as it does land, I should see that the mods have passed. It should be flipped and fully clean. I do have the new version of the rims, interior, and livery that was passed from the donor vehicle. And if you were successful in your state and your planning was all good, then at this point you decide to keep this vehicle, you can pass it off to your friend so that you can then receive it back to a regular personal vehicle slot safely in storage. This vehicle is on top of your magic slot currently, so you can still take advantage of a quick flip and head on down to LSC, make any minor alterations and changes, and get them for free when you double tap and disconnect your internet out of the mod shop. Now me, I just wanted to verify that I was able to pass instant activation to the donor vehicle, and so driving into LSC I should notice that the tire design is removed from the vehicle as soon as I appear, and this is a clear indicator that it has been successfully turned into a Kingz instant activator vehicle, and I'll know that I just need to return it to storage. I don't want to make any repairs or alterations to this vehicle if I'd like to keep it in this state, so I'll just exit LSC, drive back out on the map, and return it to storage. Now I did request it out just to show that the white line tire design was added back to the vehicle, and this, is all things considered, will lead me to know that this is a successful full flip and that it is a Kingz instant activator vehicle that I'll be able to use to activate my flash rims as well as my friends. Alright, now as you pull away from the mod shop, you want to hold your touchpad, bring up your interaction menu, and go to your inventory and hover over cash. Just in case you forgot who reigns supreme, and be reminded that your man Cash is, has, and always will be king. Now I did decide to get the duplicated version off of my magic slot to my friend, so that I have a version of the original and the first version that we had flipped. And I also took advantage and did another quick flip and changed up the livery, added back instant activation to a different version, just to show that we can manipulate and mod. And all things considered, you should be able to. Hope that this video will help you guys out. As always, be safe and have a great day, everybody. Peace.